2019 B48 330i valve cover. Removed engine cover. It does look like the cowl will have to be removed. Let's start with that. All right, after removing the rubber seal and removing the two covers, just pull off the two rubber covers for your wipers, and I'm going to mark where I'm at so I can easily put these right back once it's time for reassembly. Pull out on this little release so that you can release your wiper connections. Once again, pull out and wiggle it out carefully. Well, make sure you don't lose it. How I usually get my wiper blades off is if I can't raise it upright, I'll get it, and that's the type of motion I'm looking for, and you keep jarring it and it'll work itself out. Sometimes you might need to put a little penetrant to help it comes right out. I'm also going to remove my batteries now so that I don't zap nothing. One more thing, when I pulled up, I took the gas cap off, let as much pressure off the system as I can until I get to the fuel rail. All right, we got our both batteries off, front and rear. 16 mils for your wipers. And just move your washer fluid thing out of the way. Be careful with these because most of the time they're brittle and they'll break. But now we just have to release the cowl. You see there's a clip there. Can't really get my hand on it without getting in y'all way, but you saw. How I was able to work this out, driver's side popped loose first, just kept giving it some jarring motions towards me. There's not really much of a clip or anything. You just have to get the seal to release. Once I got that seal to release, I tried this side and it was tough, so I came back and just kind of popped it and it just fell off. And now we have access. So next, we'll get this portion off and then we'll do air box and we'll go for it. All right, you got 6 8mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This one has an interesting placement. I can't get it with a ratchet or anything, so here we are. After you get those, it comes right out. And now, this looks much more welcoming, right? Okay, the purpose of my video is to be a little bit more straightforward. I do appreciate the hour and 45, 30-minute long videos that I watched. But this one just be a little quicker for those who are kind of like me and like watching stuff a little quicker, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna loosen here, loosen these Torx. Connections will be coming off, and take picture video right now how this looks, so you'll have a go-to guide of how to put it back together. All right, we've taken 1,000,000 connectors off. I had no idea there were this many connections on this little engine. But after you get all these connections off, injectors, there'll be an 8mm, this right here, holding this harness on, this little stud, will be here holding on this diaper heat shield. Alright, so now we'll try to get the rest of the harness off. This portion here, that portion there. There might have been 20, 30 connections I had to take off, maybe more. But I got it to where I can move my harness somewhat freely. Don't forget about Vanos on the back, Vanos sensor right there. But right now, yeah, we're gonna see if we can drain some fuel pressure in for the iffy part. We'll get the coils out and see if we can take the fuel rail out whole. E8 here, fuel rail. Took my coils out, and I believe they said it was 17s for our, like 17 and maybe, yeah, 17, 16s for these. I'm hoping I didn't miss anything. Kind of give y'all a visual about what I took off. I actually left all this on. There's a connection there. Had to feed, where it's at, this one. It was all the way up here for our evap. Pop this up, it just pulls up. That was a beast. Had to really turn into Hulk mode for that one. That backside was just very important. And it was just take your time and, you know. And the fuel lines, I've already cracked this one. All right, getting the fuel lines out wasn't bad at all. It didn't let out a whole lot of fuel, so I think I was able to get a good amount of pressure off by removing the cap. Okay, so next I'm gonna take the injector rail out as one. I'm not doing rail then injector, whole thing, in theory. I've taken the 4 E8s out, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure to still have this covered. I had a stream of gas shoot right by my head when I first touched it. A little pressure still on it. I'm just gonna try and rock this out by hand. I'm replacing the valve cover, so I might pry on it with my pry tool. But for starters, just so you can see how tight it is, but it does have a little bit of wiggle. I can work with that. It actually wasn't too bad. Just rocked it, and then I did use my little pry tool, just pop it, and it popped right out. And yes, we do have new seals. Next, high pressure fuel pump, and then we'll start removing bolts. I am just noticing these 2 small E6s holding on this bracket. Got right up in here and pried. Got it moving. Now we'll just break the back side of the seal. We made it. We made it in. We're in. Looks pretty good. The ignition seals, or the injector seals, sorry y'all. We're in. So we're doing plugs as well. I'm gonna zip those out, clean this up, try to get out this heat. It's a beautiful day at North Carolina A&T.